Hi there, welcome to the Fierce Factor podcast. I'm your host, Kaylee Lindholm. And I think it's time for us women to shift the conversation in business and step into our feminine leadership to do the most iconic work the aesthetic industry has ever seen. Each week, I'll be bringing a powerful dose of strategy, sarcasm, solutions, and sass that will rev up your creativity and ignite your brilliance as you link arms with me along our shared path of personal and professional growth in 20 minutes or less. Let's go. Hello, leader. Thank you for tuning in to episode 88 of the Fierce Factor podcast. If you are new around here, welcome. You have jumped into this community at a perfect time, likely not by accident, as we are getting ready to head into a new year, 2022, a year that gives me a sense of cautious optimism. We couldn't wait to leave 2020, and what I believe 2021 taught us is that we are staring into the face of new realities in many ways. Many business owners are ready to unleash, to live life with new meaning. Many employees are becoming more discerning about how they want to spend their time, and more consumers are willing to make self-care, be it emotional, spiritual, and physical, a priority in their lives. And the catalyst for these realities is at our fingertips. We're living in a climate of access to information, to resources, to networks, more access than ever before. If our team wants to connect with a prospective client, we can literally send them a voice memo on Instagram. My girlfriend moved to Grosse Pointe, Michigan from California last year, and she bought a house sight unseen, just perusing online. Last week, my sister was visiting and we ran out of wine. So she ordered a bottle for delivery and it was at my doorstep in 20 minutes. If you're a business owner and want to learn how to build skills in one area, you could YouTube a course for just about anything. Access is available and costs nothing. But a question I ask myself is, in a society drenched in free instant access to anything and everything, why in the world do so many people still feel stuck? Why do we find ourselves 5 pounds heavier every single year after we bought that gym pass, bought that course, or attended that conference? What is it about a new year that stimulates this sense of new beginning, newfound hope, and optimism about the future? The answer from me to that question is accountability. Accountability to ourselves, to our commitments, taking accountability for our actions, and finding a way to outsource accountability to keep us on track toward our goals. In 2022, accountability will be the fuel for you to make decisions differently about your future. And what I see happen all too often is the New Year's resolution syndrome. We commit, we have excitement and focus and energy, and then February comes and we fall back into our old habits. The habits that got us to where we were before we made the New Year's resolution to create a new future for ourselves. The habits that contributed to the level of success or lack of success we've already attained, not the habits that will take us to our next level. Look, that's why I work out with a personal trainer, not because I don't know how to get fit, but because it takes a different level of expertise, guidance, and most importantly, accountability to allow me to first show up and then take my training to a level that I just wouldn't accomplish on my own. So you may be here today thinking, I just need that new marketing company, Kaylee. I just need that one big rebrand. I just need that brand new device and everything will change. But this impulsive and tactical thinking is the exact approach that has you watching 10 free webinars or meeting with 10 companies and leaving with something else to buy and no real plan for rebuilding your future. If you keep listening to the outside noise, following the herd, and taking the easy path, trying the next disjointed tactic after another, trust me, you will end up like 98% of the population who gets stuck and stays there, just talking about the desire for change and not actually experiencing it. So this year, leader, how will you think differently about the commitments you make? Will you stop staying in the same partnership, employee relationship, or loop of spending more than you're making out of fear of missing out on the next big thing? Instead, are you willing to make an empowered decision to live your life differently, to execute differently, and to find the right kind of accountability to help you stay committed to your goals, not to look and follow everyone else's? Investment in accountability is the key differentiator between the people who succeed and fail in life. When you outsource a project and it's done incorrectly or inefficiently, whose fault is that? Take accountability. If you tell yourself you don't have the time to work on your business, whose fault is that? Take accountability. If an employee doesn't work out in your company, whose fault is that? Take accountability. Once you learn to take accountability for every decision that you make and its consequences, you will experience more freedom in your life than you can even imagine. Last week, I had a call with an injector who sought out our company and then told me that she was worried about spending money on coaching because she was so busy, she didn't think she would have time to learn and implement. How in the world can you get out of a cycle of chaos if you don't make the decision to focus, to eliminate unnecessary or unproductive activities, employees, or partners, and ultimately trim the waste and polish up the systems that it will allow your business to operate in a way that gives you freedom? Take accountability. Leader, it's time to start thinking like a CEO. If you want to build a life of significance and impact and freedom, it's time to stop being reactive or impulsive as a business owner. Instead, take a step back and look at your future. What pieces do you need to complete that puzzle? What pieces are no longer fitting? Eliminate them. You see, so many of us think and dream, but we don't really believe in our heart of hearts that we're capable of achieving those wildest dreams. So we stop, we make excuses, and we stay in the same routine of making New Year's resolutions and then falling back into old habits. What decisions can you make today that will put you in position for growth in 3, 6, 9 months from now? Start thinking about your future. Get support to keep you accountable to your goals and help you live with intention. It's time to stop pursuing someone else's future perfect and start constructing your own. Stay focused on your own version of success. Be intentional in everything you do and stop comparing yourself to others. When you begin to live your own version of success, you will find yourself feeling lighter, more fulfilled, and more confident about the future and the moments you're in. And finally, remember that indecision is as much of a decision as a decision is. You have 2 options. 1, find accountability to take your life to a new level. Or 2, say, I'm busy, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I can't afford it. Both are choices. Both paths are decisions that will guide you to your destination, either to a place of stagnancy or a place of freedom. You choose. Thank you for joining me for this episode of The Fierce Factor. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure you subscribe so you can automatically get new shows every week. I'd also love it if you left us a review. And come join the conversation online. If you're an aesthetic industry owner, operator, or leader, please join my free Facebook group, The Tribe of Fierce Aesthetic Leaders, a community of ambitious, purpose-driven professionals who collaborate and share best practices for growth in business and life. I'm honored you tuned in.